Hi friends. So today I'm going to tell you about what is the Ansible ad hoc command and how we will use the Ansible ad hoc command. So in a previous video for Ansible I uploaded like how to set up the lab. So that I already uploaded in my YouTube channel. So I will give that link. If you need, you can go through that one and you set up your lab. Okay, so in the today videos, I am going to tell you about the what is the inventory file and what is like a host file and where is the default path, what is the default path, and then what is the Ansible configuration file and where it is. So and how we will run the Ansible ad hoc command. So this all those things I'm going to cover in today videos. Okay, so let me go to the first my lab setup. So this is my lab setup. I created a lab in my GCP in Google Cloud, and like you can create your own, create your VM and set up, use your VMware workstation, and then you create the 3 and 4 VM, and then you can set up the lab. So lab setup, I already uploaded the video in my YouTube channel. You can go through that one. So let me, this is now shutdown state, do all the VM. So let me start this VM. Okay, so let me open now Putty, because I'm going to log in through the Putty. Okay, so meanwhile once you're starting, so let me tell you about the what is ad hoc command. So like ad hoc command with, I can say in a one line, ad hoc command is a function to use a small task, and we are using ad hoc command as a command line. So a small task means suppose you have 100 machine, 100 VM, and you want to check with uptime. This is one task and a small task. So no need to write the playbook. For this one task, directly you can run the ad hoc command to uptime. Like if suppose you want to check kernel version, uname -r command. So no need to write the again playbook for this task. So what you have to do, you can go and run the ad hoc command. So like a small task, one task I can say. So go through that's why we are using the Ansible ad hoc command, and this command we are using as a command line. Okay, so I will show you in the practically. See, suppose if you want to check the server status like ping, so only one command we are going to use, right? So we can use like Ansible all -m and ping. So I will explain you what is all, what is the m, and ping you may know, right? What is a ping? That is a one command. We are checking the system, system is that reachable or not. Okay, so let me log into the machine first. So practically I will show you. Well, let me log into one by one. Let me copy the IP. Putty. So I'm logging with the key. So how to create the key, this thing I already uploaded my previous video. So let me select this key, open it, give me user ID, give it a user ID here. Let me copy the second machine, like client machine. Oh, sorry, no issue. Let me copy the second machine. Select the user ID and select the key, and then give here user ID. Now let me go to the third machine. same thing I have to do for this one also. Give user ID. Now let me see. This is my, one second, let me arrangement something here. Yeah, so this is my Ansible machine, and this is client 1, client VM1, and this is client VM2. So let me check that Ansible version, and like how you know, like Ansible is installed or not, and which version is running. So you can use this command, Ansible --version. So it will see. So it will show you like which version we are using. That Ansible 2.9 and 10. You see, and then here it's showing also like where is the Ansible configuration file. You can see it's showing the /etc Ansible /ansible.conf file. Okay. So before I am going to run the that Ansible ad hoc command, so let me tell you one more thing, because that we will going to use here. So what is the Ansible inventory? You know, what is the Ansible inventory file? So, and that file we can calling also a host file. So you know, inventory file is nothing like just a text file, and that text file is a set of you know, your client server list. Suppose you have like 100 machine or 200 machine like VM, and then that is a host, like that is a client. So like Ansible, how you will understand like where that Ansible where have to perform the task, you know, which which machine. So like then like when we are running the any Ansible ad hoc command, you know, that Ansible is going to reading the Ansible inventory file, like Ansible host file, and that file is a list of the server. Ansible understanding, oh, okay, I have to perform this task on this machine, you know. So that is an Ansible inventory file. So that is nothing, that is a list of your client VM. That's it. So I will, let me show you here. Okay, so and that file is default path is /etc Ansible, and you can see here this is the this is let me change this one. I changed that one, so let me change it. So what I have to do here, MB yes, okay. So one second, etc sorry. Okay, so actually I was changed the host file, so that's why. So now I rename that file. Okay, that's fine. So this is this host file is the inventory file, you know. This is the inventory file for Ansible, and we are calling also the host file. So if you check here in this file, let me open this file. I am not sure it will you will able to read or not, because this, let me do one thing, let me copy these things, because that color is different. Let me open. Yeah, so you can see this is the uh, inventory file. So this is a default. So you can see here it's mentioned this is a default Ansible host file. So when we are running any ad hoc command, or we are running any playbook, so that time what happening, like Ansible going and then reading the configuration file. As per the configuration file, like what parameter is setting, and according to that Ansible is going to read the again inventory file, and that inventory file list of the server which one is available on that server, Ansible going to perform the task. Okay, so this is a nothing, that's it, like that your client set up list of the client server name, so that you can arrange in a systematic way. Like suppose if you wants to like create a group, like suppose you have a application server or database server, so you can create the group, like you create the app server and you put that app server list on the inside the app group. And like database server, suppose if you have database server, then you create a database group and then list put that DB server on the inside the database group. Like you can keep individual like server also, like. So I will show you how to do create and these things. Okay, fine. So let me come out from here, and same thing I have to do. Let me copy this. This is the original file. So what I am doing, you can delete this one also, that is not a problem because nothing will happen. No. So let me copy this file, like .org means original. Okay, not sudo cp because I am not a root user, so that's why. Yes, it's done. Now let me okay. etc. Let me empty this file. Okay. So now you can see this file is now 0, like this file is empty. What is this file? This file is the like inventory file. When we are talking about the inventory, what is the inventory like in Ansible, so keep it in mind, inventory is nothing, that is just text file, list of the setup list of the client server name. Okay, so now this is a Ansible configuration file. So if you open this one, let me cat this one because you have to, otherwise again color problem. Yeah, you can see. So this is here all the parameters are defined. Like if you go and read this file, then you will understand what like what is the kind of default path and where is that. So all those it will be mentioned here. I will show you, like suppose host file. You can see you can see inventory file. It's showing here /etc ansible.host. Sorry. So all the information, like in at one time how many server you can perform, like how many VM you can perform, and then so that also you can see here. So you, like as per your requirement you can change it, like so you can change it also, you can modify also this Ansible file, Ansible configuration file. So I will show you in like after few I will show you in another video how to do this one. So because today's topic is what is the ad hoc command and how we will run that one. Okay, so when we will write the playbook, then that time I will show you how to change the configuration file if you need. Okay, so let me clear this screen again. So I hope you understand, right? What is the Ansible inventory file and host file? Both are the same, but we are calling it inventory file. Okay. Now this is my 2 VM, right? One and client VM 1 and client VM 2. That is okay, fine, no issue, timeout. So now I need to run the Ansible ad hoc command. and that ad hoc command I need to check like system, like connectivity, like system is like my client version, client server is up or not. So what I will do, I have to type here Ansible space, then here you have to type like your client, like client server name. So I am going to type here all means whatever the list inside the inventory file, like in a host file, that this command will go to check in all the client server, you know. So like, okay, yes, one second. Here if you check now, Ansible that host file is empty, it's nothing is here. If I run also, it will, we will get the error, because inside the host file no client server name is mentioned. So before I am going to run the Ansible ad hoc command, let me add the let me add the host client host name here. So edit, insert. I am going to here. Okay, one second. Sudo vi host. Yes, now it's fine. Now let me here, we can consider this client VM as a app server and client VM as a DB server. Okay, so let me here type, I'm going to here. So suppose, let me give first this one. Suppose you think about this is the client VM one. Okay, this is app server. So when you defining like this, you know, it means this is an individual, it's not in a group, you know, it's not in a group, so it's an individual server. This is app server. Now I'm going to create like I'm now going to create like I can say this is the one client name. So I'm going to get test. So I'm going to create one group, and that group name is the test server. So in a test environment, I have two server. One is the app server, one is the DB server. Okay, so I'm going to create here test server, and here I'm going to put both name. Okay, so this is the test server. Like when you defining like this, you know, it means this is the group. So you're going to create a group. Inside the group you can mentioning like this client VM1 and client VM2. Now let me define here app server, because my app server name is VM1, right? So app server. Okay, and in app server, like let me put this name here. This thing I am going to these are the groups, you know, when you putting inside the bracket that name, and then under the you defining the host name, it means you are creating a group. Inside the group you giving the host name. See, in a, like, you know, in your environment, suppose you have a 10 and 20 application server and 10 and 20 DB server, database server. So like, you know, suppose like you have two tasks. One task you have to perform in the application server, and one task you have to perform in the DB server. So like, you know, so you have to define, you have to create a group, right? If you're creating a group, or inside the putting a DB server inside the DB group, application server inside the application group. So when you're running the, you know, Ansible playbook or the Ansible ad hoc command, so that it will be like, you know, that Ansible command will easy to understand, like where they have to perform the task. If you need all the server, then you can put all, so it will be read all the host file inside the, which one is available inside the hosts file like inventory file. So let me put here, create again one group, more group, db hyphen server. Okay, so now I have created all the groups here, so my inventory file is ready now. So let me save this one. I know I will get one error, but I will show you a warning error, but I will show you what is the error. I know that one. Okay, let error come, so then you can also understand. Okay, fine. Now what I have to do, I have to go and run the Ansible adopt command. Ansible all. I'm going to run all. I'm going to check the connectivity on all the host, like all which one available inside in my inventory file. Okay, so I am going to give here all, and then -m. M means module. -m means module. And which module we are going to use? Ping module. This is the ping module. So in ping module, it's going to check the connectivity. You can see now error is starting. You can see here error is starting here. So it's showing invalid, a warning error. I told you, right? So why it's coming? I will show you. Because of here, when you're creating a group, so like its hyphen will not work. You have to give the underscore here. You have to give the underscore. If you run now, see no warning, and it's we are getting the output like connectivity successful, like ping is going to happening in this both machine. Suppose I am going to change here for example. You can see this now it's showing it's unreachable. We put forcefully, right, like 4, because we don't have the VM this VM4, so we give it that one. So once we are running the Ansible adopt command, so adopt command is not able to ping to this VM, so it's telling the error. See, you unreachable. So like SSH could not be resolve the host name, like it's not happening, and this 2 VM it's happening. So we are getting this successfully in a green. If you any error, that you will get in a red color, So now let me change thing here. Now I don't want to check the ping command on all the hosts. What I have to do, I only need to check the ping command only on the my test class, like app server, I can say. Okay, so let me change the here. Then what you have to do, you have to give the here the group name app underscore and server space. You can see now it's only going to the app server. Now same like that, I want to go and check the ping command only on my DB server. So DB underscore server. You can see now only it's going to the check on the DB server. It's not going to all the server, only the DB server. So like if you need to check only the individual, like if you want to run the adopt command or playbook on only the individual host, then you can use like this way. Like you have to mention your like in not individual, like in a particular group, I can say. So like then you have to run like this. Like also, like suppose if you want to run like in individual, then I will show you here. One. Yeah, you can see now. If you like need to check the in on individual, then you have to give here the only the means that host name. So this is the ad hoc command, like in a small task, like single task. So we are going to perform. So no need to write a playbook and this thing. Okay. Now second thing, when we are running this ad hoc that Ansible command, so I already told you. So what happening? So Ansible checking like which module I have to perform, and then where. Where means it's going to Ansible going to check inventory file, host file, and inside the host file Ansible is checking in which host I have to perform the ad hoc command. So this is a default parameter, right? Now question is, you don't want to like you don't want to edit or anything inside the default parameter, the default file. So you will think, I will create my own inventory, own host files, and there I will perform the ad hoc command. So in that condition, what you have to do? So let me come out from here, pwd rm-rf whatever is inside this file. Let me delete this one. Yeah. So here you can see nothing is available. Okay. So our question is like, suppose we need to create our own inventory file, host file, and there we can perform the ad hoc command. So how we will do? So what you have to do? You have to first create one host file. Okay, that name you can keep like this. So inside the in where you want, like in which directory, like where opt or your home directory, anywhere, or temp, you can go there and create one file. So I'm going to create here, and inside this file again, let me give here now. Let me create one group here. That group name is, I'm going to give here test. Close this one, and inside the test I'm going to give client 1, and another group I'm going to create none prod. In this group I'm going to give VM2. Okay, now my host file is ready. You can see my host file is now ready. But when we will run the Ansible command, then Ansible command will not read this file by default, right? So then what we have to do? I will show you. Ansible, like if you want to read your own inventory file, so then what you have to do? You have to use -i, and then you have to use you have to give the path. So /home Mukesh, and then host file name. Now let me give here all, then -m, and then ping. M means module and ping. You can see it's working. So let me change something here, then you will understand, because if you think like if you give all that last time also we giving all, it's working, right? So let me give here a test, because in my new inventory file we are giving a test, right, in a group. So you can see here it's a reading test, it's a pinger. Let me show you here like non-prod, right? Non-prod. Yeah, you can see it's a pinger. So it's going to read my own inventory file. So if you want to read your own inventory file, what you have to do? You have to use -i. Okay, I hope you can understand. Okay, so now let me show you. Suppose like if you want to check like uptime in your machine, so what you have to do? So now I'm going to use the default inventory file. Okay, So let me show you that. Like suppose that is also one single task, right? So we have as of now we have only two. Suppose you have 100 and 500 machine. So like you want to check the uptime. So what you have to do? You have to run. No need to go and write the playbook. So that is a Ansible. You can use that Ansible ad hoc command. Ansible space all. All means like all the host, all the machine. I need to check uptime. All. Then use -m. Means module. I already told you. Then you can use here cell. Which cell you have to use? A cell is -a, and then you can use here like, do you want to use uptime, right? Do you want to use uptime, like check? So you can use uptime here. You can see it's showing the client VM1 uptime 20 minutes, client VM 29 minutes. If you let me show you. Suppose if you want to check the kernel version, you name -r. Sorry, you have to use in this in a bracket. Yeah, you can see it's a kernel version. It's showing. I want to check which version we are using, that which version, like which version OS, which OS we are using that. Then you have to use cat etc / this is one kind of task, right? So see, it's showing here, so I will show you here. So it's showing client VM1, it's a Red Hat Linux, and client VM2, it's a Ubuntu, right? So this way we will go and use the Ansible ad hoc command. So like in a single task, like suppose you want to copy you want to check configuration file, you want to check the release version, we want to check the uptime, you want to check the ping. There are many modules are there, like single task. So you can use the Ansible ad hoc command. So it is a very easy to use and like very nice, like I can say, like for the simple command, like if we are not using the Ansible, then we are going to log into the 100 server and then we are checking the uptime kind of things, right? So no need to log into all the servers and manually use the Ansible through the Ansible, and that also no need to write any playbook, any script. Just one line command. You add all the host in one inventory file and run the one command. That's it. So let me change here. Now I will show you like here. Let me change only. I want to check only the for this client VM1. So what I have to do? I have to mention here client VM1. That's, you can see it's a client VM, it's a working fine. Okay, now what I have to do, 1 second, I will give some wrong name here. I'm going to give here test, but so I'm giving it, this is the my VM name. Wrongly I given here for the testing purpose. So see, when I giving the wrong information here, like wrong host name, then what error you are getting? Warning, could not match the supply host pattern, ignore it, test, no host match, nothing to do. It means when we are running this command, Ansible going to read the Ansible inventory file by default inventory file, and there it's checking any test host name is available or not. It's once I going is checking, there is no test host is available. Let me show you that one. cd etc Ansible vi you can see no test file is here, no test VM is here. So let me edit here. Suppose, okay, sudo, we have to use sudo, because inside the etc file we need to use sudo. If you normal user, you will, yeah. So fine. So now here you can let me give here test. Okay, I don't have a test VM, but I given a test. Now here, now if you run now that command, what will happen? See, before test VM was not available inside the host inventory file, right? So we got the error, like as well that eventually the addoc command is not able to find the test VM. Okay, but now we added this test VM. Like we don't have a test VM live, but we just given the test VM inside the, we added the entry inside the Ansible inventory file. Now let me run the what will happen. Now you can see. Now what happening? Now Ansible going and reading the inventory file again, and then Ansible getting that it's inventory inside the inventory file. It's Ansible is getting that test VM name. Then Ansible is thinking, I have the test VM, so I have to perform the task. Then Ansible going to performing the task. Then that time Ansible is getting that test. Then Ansible is getting output like this, because and then when checking the Ansible host, it's unreachable. Before Ansible it's going the checking, and then Ansible not getting the VM, so it's telling no host match. So I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, so this is a Ansible addoc command. So like for demo I am giving, I will come with lots of things in another video. And one more thing before I am leaving here, so I want to show you. Suppose many people, like even me also, I don't know, like how many modules are there in Ansible, because we not aware that much. So how we will know? Like suppose if somewhere stuck, so how we will check that? How we will check that Ansible module parameter? That I will show you one command. That's a very easy command, because I am also using that one. See, you have to use Ansible -doc -l pipe. Why I am using a pipe? Because there this file is a big file, so that's why I'm using to use here pipe and more. If you use this command, then it will all the list Ansible module document related information. This is a Ansible document. So once when you installing the Ansible in your system, so Ansible is giving one also document. Like if you want to read, then you can read that one. You can, like if you want to learn, if you somewhere stuck, you can learn that one. So I fired this command. It will come because it's taking reading the file. It will load. Yeah, you can see it's loading. So these are all the modules you can see of, like if you want to check all the, suppose I want to check the ping module. If you use this command, you will get, again if I run that command, it will take time. So I don't want to waste time. So you can junking plug. So these are the modules. And then if you want to go and take help, you can go and read this document. Okay, so I hope you like this video. So please subscribe my channel, comment and share. Thanks for watching. I will coming soon with another video. So like again addoc command, so lots of function. So thanks for watching.